It's almost as if Jamie Whincup wants to win the championship in Sydney. Race 25 yesterday, starting from the front row, he was chased down in the wet by title rival Craig Lowndes, who began in P27. He fought back in qualifying today, pole position alongside Mark Winterbottom. Lowndes on the second row, 200 kilometres around Sandown in the third last race of the season.
It's pretty even off at the start. Lowndes hasn't got away well.
Lowndes dropping a spot in the opening exchanges. Whincup leading from Frosty, Lee Holdsworth and Shane Van Gisbergen. Plenty of push and shove back in the pack.
A little bit of touch on the exit of 4. James will be side by side in the run to the top of the hill. They're both giving as good as they get, and it's on again. Nearly out of road on the left-hand side as they grab top gear briefly. Carl Reindler trying to find a spot there. There's only an inch in the middle.
Eventually, the pressure showed on James Moffat, locking up and off into the sand. Whincup and Winterbottom gapping Holdsworth, while Van Gisbergen was holding up Lowndes and Will Davison. Lowndes changing strategy and pitting on lap 12, looking for some clear air.
So he'll go like a cut cat now as he tries to put together the next couple of laps, and this will be how they try and jump Shane Van Gisbergen.
Paul Dumbrell was on the charge, taking no prisoners in the third last race of his career. He was up to 5th. The leaders in on lap 17 and very close on the way back out.
Good to go. Yes.
Oh! No, there's contact. There's been contact.
Van Gisbergen took off on some cross-country on cold tyres, as did James Courtney, scooping up the mud at turn 3. Lowndes up into effective third spot, his decision to pit early paying off. A safety car coming on lap 24 with some debris on the track, some of which was Carl Reindler's mirror, knocked off by Fabian Coulthard. Whincup still leading from Winterbottom and Lowndes, an aggressive restart on lap 27.
Contact between James Courtney and Paul Dumbrell.
Everyone managing to keep it on the tarmac until lap 36.
Whoa, wild again, really wild. Murphy went around, Caruso went in the air.
Greg Murphy involved again, spinning after tapping Michael Caruso, sending him into the air, Dukes of Hazzard style.
Yeehaw!
Whincup, meanwhile, had pulled out a 7-second gap on Winterbottom. Frosty pitting on lap 40, followed in by Lowndes.
Bang! Whoa, how close was that?
Whincup was miles in front by his stop on lap 43. Will Davison on an alternate strategy and looking for a good stop to come out in front of his teammate.
It's only just going to slot in, and he does so. Winterbottom carries the pace up the front straight.
Whincup got a bit of a touch-up on the way past Andrew Jones, and he wasn't happy about it. A second safety car for debris on lap 48. The leaders out cleanly, not so in the pack.
They're all gone. What a mess.
Race over for Stephen Johnson, a pit lane drive-through for Russell Ingall. Team Vodafone and FPR battling away at the front. Garth Tander up to 5th from 16th. Murph spun again, this time by Andrew Jones. Reindler, meanwhile, missing a key piece of equipment.
We've got the mini-moke version. Some aero back to the Fairtingham Sheds Commodore.
James Moffat started a chain reaction that saw Michael Caruso take a trip to the beach. He'd earn a drive-through penalty for that. Whincup pulling out a 2-second gap on Frosty, Davison, Lowndes and Tander late in the race. Lowndes desperate to make up spots, but he couldn't do it. He'd finished 4th, while Whincup took his 10th race win of the season.
A man who is so desperate to get that number 1 back. 10 race wins for 2011. The fight's going all the way to Sydney.
Great job, boys. Awesome effort. Great fight back.
The gap between the teammates now 188 points. The fight heading to Sydney in the season-ending Telstra 500 with 300 points on offer. Whincup in the box seat to regain the number 1 spot. Will McCloy, Big Pond Sport.